You know, before I get into the meat of this video, there's a few things that I need to say up front that will, of course, serve as the intro to this masterpiece. And, of course, you have seen the title. Now, as I sit here one more again, I'm sitting outside enjoying this nice warm weather, nice breezy afternoon. I'm recording this video, puffing on, of course, a triple Camacho Maduro cigar that's better than sex. And I've become accustomed since this quarantine has been going on. I kind of like sitting here chilling while I sit back and puff on a cigar and make these videos. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do it this way, but I'm going to do this video. And I was preparing to deal with that whole quad and her complete desperation for Governor Cuomo. But then when this situation took place on Monday, of course, this supersedes that. So I'm going to deal with that next week. And I had to address this here. And of course, you've seen the title of the video. And the reason why I decided that this has to be addressed, and it's going to have to be addressed in the rabbit hole, is because y'all have allowed the whole narrative of George Floyd calling on his mother. Y'all have allowed that to just be pushed to the wayside, and we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. And the reason why we can't allow this brother calling on his mother, and it's just not a brother. Now let's put down the vitals. We're talking about a 6'6", athletically built, 240-pound, 250-pound black male with his dying breath calling on his mother. And there's a whole lot in that, man. I'm telling you, there's so much in that. I actually can do a series on it. I can actually do a series on it, and I may well do that. But I'm going to certainly address it in the whole why George Floyd called on his mother. Y'all know what it is, second nature like breathing. If you want that, send me an email, I'll send you the link. And the reason why I'm going to put it down in the hole is there's no way I can do that here. If I begin to address that in this video here, they're going to simply flag it. It's just that I know what they're going to do. They're going to flag the video. So I'm not going to even waste no time trying to put that here. We're going to have to address that in the hole. And like I say, I actually may do a series on it because there's a lot in that. There's a lot in this brother calling for his mother with his dying breath. And black women knew this. Black women knew that when this happened on Monday and it got out and the news was talking about it and the people were discussing how this man was dying, calling on his mother, black women knew, oh shit, we got to flip this narrative. So as soon as it came out that he had leveled up and was dating a white woman, as soon as it came out that he was one who believed in hypergamy because he was engaged to a white female, then immediately these sisters homed in on that. And they made that the issue. They made the issue of other women protesting and being on the front line. They made that the issue because they wanted to bury out of sight the fact that this brother, 6'6", 250 plus pounds, athletically built black male, calling for his mother. Oh, man, there's a lot in that, man. I'm tempted. Oh, man, I'm tempted. I'm tempted, man. I'm telling you, because this is the crux. This is the crux, ladies and gentlemen. This is the crux. And I seen in a video video. I seen in one of these videos that these sisters made, and a black woman, I screenshotted what she said. I'm going to share that in the hole. I screenshotted what she said. And she said, you know, it's as if in the black community, the women are the men. And I had the screenshot that. I'm like, man, I can't believe this. Y'all gonna give me that? Y'all mean to tell me y'all gonna give me that? Y'all gonna allow that information to get in my hands? That is the crux of the issue, sister. Yes, you are exactly right. That is the problem. That's the reason why all of this mythology concerning about I wasn't allowed to be feminine. No, you chose not to be feminine. That was a choice. That was a conscious decision that y'all made. Let me leave that alone. Let me leave it alone. Oh, I'm about to give y'all that hole, man, but let me back it up. Hey, man, let me take a sip of this. Let me take a sip of this and calm down, because I'm about to give you the hole, but hold on. Let me take a sip of this. All right. All right. We calm. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this hole, man. I'm going to enjoy this rabbit hole. But anyway, shameless plug for the Rabbit Hole Production. If you want to send me email, I'll send you the link as to why George Floyd called on his mother. Let's sit that aside. Man, I'm going to enjoy this. But let me sit that aside. And let me address this, because I got some things about this whole situation. And again, I know this ain't going to go over well with y'all, man. But this is where I've been. If you follow my videos, I've given y'all these talking points. I've said this over and over and over again, so y'all know where I stand. I do not deviate. I do not back up. I do not flip-flop. And I know when I say the harsh realities about this George Floyd case that y'all not willing to accept, you're going to have some Negroes who are going to say you're making light of his death. No, let me say this at the beginning. Let me say this at the beginning. Get it out the way. Any man, any human being, but particularly black man, can look at the image of that brother laying with his face in the concrete with a cop's knee in his neck. And you're not troubled by that, you're not human. Yeah, that was extremely troubling. Yes, it was. It was extremely troubling that it took 4 days to arrest him. I mean, once the fact that it was known that he was unconscious and the guy still had his knee in his neck, come on, man, that's open and shut case. Arrest that dude. Arrest that dude. Now, so we ain't even going we're all on the same team. But, now here's the but now, because we got to be fair and balanced. We got to be fair and balanced. Matter of fact, let me say this. Let me put that back, because I don't even want to go there with the but just yet. Let me give y'all who it is a failure on when we talk about this rioting and this looting and this burning and the same old shit that we've seen time after time after time after time. And I've said this, and this pisses people off, but I don't care. You black people have not moved 1 inch in over 70 plus years. Y'all ain't moved 1 inch. And how can I say y'all haven't moved, y'all have not progressed? Is because y'all were burning and looting when? Back in the 60s. Y'all were torturing and burning y'all's own community back in the 60s. This is where y'all stay. This is where y'all live. This is where your children go to school. This is y'all's community. And y'all burnt. Now, I know what the hoteps will say. The hoteps will say, well, They don't own anything in the community. Well, wait, whose fault is that? That's their fault as well. Because if they don't own anything in their own community, meaning they don't control the economy in their own community, whose fault is that? So the fact that you Negroes are responding the same way y'all did over 70 plus years ago tells me that the black race has not moved in over 70 years, not 1 inch. And that is a complete and utter failure across the board of your black pastors, your black preachers, the black church, your black civic organizations, your black community activists, your black politicians, a complete and utter failure on all of them. Every last one of them. Which is what I've been telling y'all in video after video after video. It served as the foundation for my what? No hope, no change for this Negro. Y'all remember that series? And I tried to explain to y'all then, listen, this Negro, he's not going anywhere. He's done. He's done. He's finished. It's over for him. Why? Because he cannot even put together a strategic plan. He can't get these Negroes together in a room that they call leaders. These so-called leaders. Y'all call them leaders. I don't call them leaders. I call them shines and stepping fetches. Y'all can't even get them together. A complete and utter failure on every last one of them. The fact that you got Negroes, once again, here they go. Look, watch them. Burning and looting what? Their own community. Where they stay. I mean, if you Negroes were really that serious, and you know, because it's odd to me. And I'm just giving y'all overview because, like I said, I'm waiting till I get down to that hole because I want to address why George Floyd called out for his mother, and I'm gonna deal with that in the hole because I'm telling y'all, man, there's a lot in that. There's a lot in that. Shameless plug for the Rabbit Hole Production. Send me an email, I'll send you the link. But you got these Negroes who run around and talk so much about white supremacy. They talk so much about the white man and the white supremacy this and white supremacy that, but they never can address the white supremacists. I mean, where are the live streams of these black first Negroes arguing with white supremacists? I'm not talking about people that they say are white supremacists. You got people who admit to you, yes, I'm a white supremacist. You won't find them addressing those people. You won't find them saying anything to the white supremacists, dealing with the white supremacists. If you wanted to really get at somebody, y'all love digging up dirt on each other. Why don't y'all find out where that white cop stays and go out to his neighborhood and burn up his shit? Why don't y'all go out to his neighborhood and burn up and loot his neighborhood? Why don't y'all do that? Don't burn and loot where y'all stay. And then when the buildings don't get rebuilt, when the buildings don't get repaired, when the industries do not return, you Negroes are sitting there twiddling your thumb. This is because of racism. This is because of white supremacy that businesses don't want to relocate in the black community. No, that ain't what it is. It's because they don't want to pay the insurance. Because to put a black business in a black area, you're going to have to pay high insurance. Why? Because at any given moment, you Negroes will torch your own community. And instead of paying that high insurance, the business says, fuck it, we'll just go somewhere else. And then your black leaders have not created and taught entrepreneurship, so it's not like y'all can open up businesses yourselves. And even if y'all do open up businesses yourselves, you black people have this innate desire that if a black person sells something, you should get it for free. Don't charge me, give me a hookup. That's y'all. board. What we are witnessing is a complete and utter failure of black leadership. And then you got all these hoteps. All these pro-blacks. Oh, they love this shit, man. They love it. Boy, these pro-blacks are sitting back and they talking about it's a war on black men and they after black men and black men is under attack and all this other crap that they love to talk. But then what they don't deal with the harsh reality. And this is what I know is gonna really upset y'all. Y'all not gonna like this. But I'm sitting back and I'm smoking a cigar and I'm watching this shit and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking to myself, you know, black people really don't understand this. Because now, if you listen to the Hotep says that cops are just waging war on black men. So they are indiscriminately grabbing black men, throwing them to the ground, putting them in handcuffs, and putting knees in their back. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Because, first of all, the store in question, I believe, was one of those Arab-owned stores. I could be wrong. I doubt it, based upon the owner's name, who, by the way, did release the tape of George Floyd being arrested. The police didn't want him to release the tape, but he released it anyway. So based upon his name, he's already one of those Arabs. It's an Arab-owned store. And somebody in that store called the cops and said there's a guy in here trying to trying to buy cigarettes with a fake $20 bill. That was George Floyd. Y'all got to deal with that. Y'all have to deal with that. Y'all have to. It's not like the cops were just driving down the street and seen them come out the store and grabbed them and started. No, they came because they were called because George Floyd was trying to buy cigarettes with a fake 20. Now, I know what y'all gonna ask me because this is how y'all think. Well, you trying to say that because that means he should have died? No. Miss me with that dumb shit. Of course not. But you can't exclude that from the equation. This is not a war on black men. This is a cop responding to a call from a guy trying to buy cigarettes with a fake 20. That is the reason why he's in the predicament. Y'all don't want to deal with that. These are harsh realities that y'all just don't want to deal with. Now, what happened after that? Yes, we've already admitted. Yes, you got him in custody. He's handcuffed. Get off his neck. If he says he can't breathe, you're not a medic. Get him up so he can breathe and get him medical attention. Yes, we all are in agreement on that. Absolutely. But we can't negate the fact that he actually may have committed a crime by trying to buy cigarettes with a fake $20 bill. That's just the reality, y'all. But you got all these hoteps, these pro-blacks, these back to Africans, these red, black, and greens, who are always talking about this structure of white supremacy that they never can confront. They can never confront it. Never. They'll spend their time confronting everything else but this structure of white supremacy, or those who they say are members of this structure of white supremacy. And oh, by the way, they never can tell us who they are. It's just this evasive structure that exists that just, just has war on black men. Never mind the guy may have committed a crime. Never mind that. He's allowed to do that. Why? Because he's black. So just let him go even though he's committed a crime. We shouldn't confront him. Why? Because this is their thinking. This is the illogical nature of the Hotep pro-black back to Africa. Yes, this is a tragedy. Yes, this is sad. No, he should not have lost his life. But what brought this situation into fruition was the fact that he was the one who tried to buy cigarettes with a fake $20 bill. You have to include that. You got to. If you don't, you're being disingenuous. If you don't, you're being unfair. And now when you have all these Negroes going out looting and burning Targets and shopping centers and all this other crap that you see going on, which is a representation from back in the 60s when cities went up in flames, the Watts riots, they rioted after Martin Luther King's death. I mean, y'all torch and burn y'all's own community. Y'all do it every time. This is a failure of your so-called leadership. That's across the board, man. It's a complete and utter failure. And then the fact that he called out for his mother. And when I heard that on Monday, I'm thinking, whoa, buddy, wait a minute. We got to go and deal with this down in the hole, man. Because there's a lot of meat in that. And you'll notice all these hoteps, pro-blacks, back to Africans, you'll notice they ignored that. They don't want to touch that. They don't want to touch that. And the black women, as I said, they opted to deal with the fact that he leveled up. Which is kind of odd because, again, this is all they preach. So, I mean, why y'all mad at him for leveling up? Is leveling up only for black women? So he leveled up too. So why y'all mad? I mean, he want to get some of that hypergamy too. What's wrong with that? He ain't down with struggle love. So, hey, wait, why y'all mad? Hey, y'all should have applauded the brother. But yet and still, this is what they chose to highlight. This is what they chose to emphasize because they did not want people discussing the fact that this 6'6", 250-pound, muscular, athletically built black male was calling on his mother. And get this, y'all, his mother's been dead for 2 years. His mother's been dead for 2 years, man. And he's calling on his mother, man. There's so much in that, man. You know what it reminds me of? This just hit me. You know what it reminds me of? Y'all remember that movie, Baby Boy? And y'all remember that scene in the movie? If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. That coon, Jody, he was getting on Melvin. Melvin is the big buck who was dating the mother. And Jody, because you know Jody didn't like Melvin because he was dating his mom. So he's telling Melvin, yeah, man, I went up the way and I seen your son. And your son told me that you used to beat his mama's ass. And then Jody told Melvin, yeah, I know you ain't gonna do that to my mom, are you? So Melvin just said, man, you talking trash. And he waved his hand and waved him off and went to walk behind Jody. But when he got behind Jody, he put him in a chokehold. And as soon as Melvin clamped that chokehold on Jody, what did Jody do? Mama. He called for mother. Called for his mother. Here you have a 6'9", 270-pound buck. A middle linebacker. A bald-headed shine. Who's got his big arms. As Hulk Hogan said, the 24-inch pythons is around your neck. And you can't get him off you, so who do you call on mother? Mama! Oh, there's a lot in this, y'all. I'm holding it. I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue. I am going to enjoy this rabbit hole production. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. But they wanted to flip the narrative, man. They said, we got to get off of that. We got to leave that alone. Because we can't have this being the center focus. We can't have this being the center focus. We can't have everybody talking about this. upset that you got other black women who are protesting. And the thing that's so odd and weird about this, never mind me, never mind any of these brothers on social media, we don't count, we don't know y'all. I mean, we know y'all by screen name, we know y'all by videos that y'all make, and vice versa, but we don't know y'all. So when you look at this situation with George Floyd, the natural human reaction is, that could be my son, that could be my nephew, that could be a male in my family. So that's what should make you have a sort of dialed back response, but no. These sisters are going in and they think y'all offending us. Y'all not offending us because we don't count. We don't know y'all. Some of y'all, we will never meet y'all. But you have black men in your family. You have a black father. That could be him. So for you to sit there and I ain't gonna protest and I don't care and wait a minute. So that means you don't even care about the black males in your own family? Where have y'all heard this? Where have y'all heard it? I've told y'all in rabbit hole production after rabbit hole production. Yes, I'm talking about your mama too and the women in your family. Have you not heard me tell y'all this? This is what's so odd about this, man. That these women are offended that you got other black women who are protesting right alongside black men, white women, white men. Every ethnicity is why? Because the human nature is going to cause you to be personalizing and say that could be somebody in my family, but the black woman. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. Y'all gonna have me hyped up. The only one who is devoid of that humanness. Woo! The only one. I've seen protests where you have Asian men out there. They personalize it. That could be that could be one of us. White women, that could be one of us. That could be our son. That could be my son. That could be my brother. Everybody personalize it and say, you know what? I feel their pain. Why? Because I have men in my family. Everybody else can personalize and have that kind of humanity, but this black woman. Woo! She is the only one who will make videos complaining about women protesting too. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make it up. What do y'all want from me? Oh, I know what y'all want from me. Y'all want that hoe. And I'm telling you, I'm hyped. I'm hyped, man. Y'all can hear it. I'm hyped up. Oh, I'm hyped. I am fired up, man. This, it may be a trilogy. I'm not promising that. I'm not going to promise y'all a trilogy. But goddamn it, I'm hyped. Yes, I'm hyped up. I'm hyped up as I look at this whole entire situation. Like I said, I got through this video. I'm going to wrap this up. Because if I keep going, I'm going to slip up. I'm going to slip up. I need to go on and just let this energy go out and record that whole. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped because of the evidence that we have in our possession. We have the evidence. It's right there in front of our faces. And unfortunately, it came at the demise of that brother. That's what's unfortunate. That's what's unfortunate. But he did not leave us in vain because he left us with a gem when he called out for his mother. And his mother been dead for 2 years. So much in this, man. No, listen. Y'all know what it is, second nature like breathing. Y'all want that video, send me an email, send you the link. I'm about to record this video. I got to go. I'm hyped. We got to get to this hole, man, because I got a lot boiling up in me, and I want to slip up in this public video. So let me go on and get this hole up, man. Y'all know it is second nature breathing. Send me an email, send you a link, because at the end of the day,